Say, what's up mga bitch? Today is Earth Day. And Earth Day is a day where we display our ways and ways for conserving, protecting, revitalizing our planet, for conditioning the surroundings and ecocentric ecosystem to establish a world of not only economically successful but in peace with nature and green. Thus, thereby, Earth Day is a day that should be celebrated. So if you want to know the reason why we have Earth Day, watch this video. Makinig sa Pagko. Noong early 20th century ay wala talagang malawak na batas concerning sa mga paglabag laban sa ating kalikasan. Ang tanging goal ng environmentalism movement noon is opted to conserve lamang our resources. Ibig sabihin na gamitin ng mahigi ang ating mga pinagkukunan para ito ay ma-maintain at ma-sustain. Ngunit ito ay naiiba sa environmental movement na meron tayo ngayon na kung saan pinanganak ang Earth Day. Well, to start off, after the end of World War II, America saw an era of great economic growth known as post-war economic boom or the golden age of capitalism, contributed by several factors, significantly the maturement of war bands and the GI Bill that helped procure an expanding economy. And from this, yumaman ang mga Americans, thus introduced the opportunity of increasing consumer demands. Para masuplayan ng lumalaking market at ekonomiya ng bansa, instead of factories were built, roads were laid, power plants were erected, the cars were back on track, and pesticides was a conventional way to feed the majority. That was great, water's over, food is plenty, I have my own house, a refrigerator, and a TV. But little did the people know back then that the smell of their perceived prosperity is actually air pollution. Everyone is like 60% water and 40% DDT. During sa time period na to ay ang paglago ng ekonomiya, ngunit kabaliktaran naman ay ang decline sa environment. Tapon ka dito, tapon ka doon. Okay lang kasi wala pang batas at regulasyon para sa polusyon. The factories would pollute the river and the sea and the government will be just, okay, that's fine, wala tayong problema. Because they believe whatever misinformation these companies will tell them without further investigation. Magtutuwa ng petroleum jelly, mabuti yun sa bayag. Until fortunately, hope came in the form of Rachel Carson. Si Rachel Carson ay isang marine biologist, writer, at conservationalist. Siya ay author ng mga libro na pararehong nagtatalakay tungkol sa kalikasan at lahat ay bestsellers. But she did not write her magnum opus until 1962 when a friend sent her a letter saying na nag-spray pala sila ng pesticide dito sa amin, der. Napansin ko lang na parang namamatay din yung mga ibon. This was evidence enough for her to investigate and continue long-term suspicion about the harmful effects of pesticide to the environment and the ecosystem. Thus, she proceeded to complete the world perspective-changing book, the considered mother of modern environmental movement titled Silent Spring. Silent Spring is an environmental science book which discusses the dangers of pesticides, especially DDT, to the animals, ecosystem, and even humans. She debunks the misinformation spread by chemical industry and blames the government for not having any further intelligence. It arouses the public awareness, informed policy changes, elevated environmental health concern, and basically, ito ay ang genesis para sa makabagong pagtugon sa kalikasan. And fun fact, alam mo ba na ang title ng Silent Spring is ang analogy tungkol sa mga dead birds? Kasi sa season ng spring, kung wala na ang mga birds, ay wala na din ang nagtitweet at nag-chirp-chirp. So, Silent Spring na. It is important to note that the years 1960s and 1970s is where the great paradigm shift of Americans finally evoked the issue of environmental crisis, lalo na nung nangyari ang very destructive Santa Barbara, California oil spill noong 1969, where the image of oil-soaked birds and dead dolphins enraged the population. Then most notably, one of the senators, namely Senator Gaylord Nelson, upon realizing the devastation of the catastrophe, had an idea to pass a proposal to organize an annual teach-ins to students, a day of lecture and discussion about different environmental issues of the present. During a conference in Seattle in 1969, when Senator Gaylord announced his idea to the public, it was more than welcomed with open arms, but ironically, it spread like wildfire because finally the country is now achieving an eccentric appeal for the protection and preservation of the environment. Together with its recruit, Dennis Hayes, an environmental activist leader, organized and gathered many students, communities, and 20 million people to demonstrate their support for our planet in the very first ever Earth Day on April 22, 1970, a historical date for the survival of the trees and the seas. Simula noong nangyari ang Earth Day noong 1970, ay naipasa ang bill na may kinalaman sa kalikasan, kabilang ang Clean Air Act, the Water Quality Improvement Act, the Endangered Species Act, the Toxic Substances Control Act, and the Surface Mining Control and Reclamation Act. Kabilang na din sa nabuo ang U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. At sa ngayon, itinuturing ang Earth Day bilang biggest civic event or biggest non-religious event na pinagdiriwang taon-taon sa buong mundo ng halos bilong-bilong mga katao. Patunay lamang ang Earth Day na dapat tayo ay maging involved tungkol sa ating kalikasan at pangalagaan ng ating kapaligiran. At sa pagtatapos ng video nito ay ang tanging paalala ko ay aanuhin mo ang kinang ng ginto kung kumikinang-kinang mo. Ipagbawal ang pagmimina, itigil ang pagputol ng mga puno, maging conscious tungkol sa single-use plastic, and do your best to be an environmentalist. Amen. Sana may natutunan ka.